Hey guys, and welcome back to That LP Show. The name of the game is EarthBound for the Super NES. I went back to the 47th floor of the Monotoli building because there's one more thing that I wanted to show off before the next sequence of events, because if we trigger the next sequence, then we won't be able to show this person off. I'm going into the room right next to Pokey's office, and here we find a familiar face. Ness, you haven't changed much. I'm Aloysius Minch, Pokey's dad. Due to my son's success, I now live the life of a rich man. Every dog has its day. That's the perfect proverb to describe me. Ha 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 ho 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 ha ha ha. Oh, my jaw is tired. Yeah, my jaw would be tired too if I was sucking somebody's fat cock in order to take a free ride. Oh, I should probably put a parental discretion on this video now. Screw it. Alright, let's head back up to the 48th floor. And another thing that I did is I went ahead and I got the pencil eraser back. I backtracked to the department store and withdrew some money from the ATM because we're probably going to need that pencil eraser. In fact, I know we're going to need it. What we're going to need it for is something that you could do much later in the game, but I just wanted to get it out of the way for right now. You know, the reason being because I'll be able to show off some new enemies in the process, and might as well get it out of the way so I can use the pencil eraser for the last time and not have to worry about it ever again for the rest of the game. And let's see, am I going the right way here? Yeah, I think I'm going the right way. Alright, yeah, I'm going the right way. Here's the runway 5. Stop! That's enough! Please, stop! I give up. I really do. And that sound is the sound of us healing for some reason. Ness, you finally made it here. I'm fine. I believed you'd come and save me. Mr. Monotoli isn't really a bad person. Take some time to listen to him. We might as well. Look at my skinny arms, thin body, and gray hair. I've become so weak since I lost the Mani Mani statue. I'm sorry I kidnapped Paula. I haven't done anything to her. Paula is a nice girl. Paula, return to Ness. I'm sorry I've created so much trouble for you. Paula joins you, alright. I'll tell you everything. The Mani Mani statue creates an illusion. It attracts evil spirits and weakens your heart. The power scared me so much I hid the statue in the warehouse at Jackie's cafe. I often went there to pray. Cryptic words appeared to me while I was in the illusion. Ness, your name appeared in the cryptic messages. Stop Ness and do so by your own hand. Or, don't let them go to Summers. Or, make sure they know nothing of the pyramid. Pyramid? I don't fully understand the messages, but someone obviously doesn't want you to go to Summers. Evil, Gygus, or something. I could hear the name. Anyway, the evil side would be in trouble if you visited Summers. Oh, on the contrary, you should definitely go to Summers, especially because they don't want you to make it there. Would you like to hear the whole story again? No. Summers is located across the ocean. Take my helicopter. I'll open the door to my heliport. And supposedly he just pushes that bear there in order to flip a switch, but I think it's because they don't want us backtracking out of the building without triggering the next sequence of events. You must go on. Ness, this is your destiny. Paula, it's time we said goodbye. Take care. How are we going to pilot a helicopter anyway? We're just kids. Kids can't pilot a helicopter. Apparently, a grown man can't even say the word. Who's flying that thing? And it's Pokey. Okay, so much about a little kid not being able to fly a helicopter. So shows how much I know. Ness, you pinheaded idiot, you're just a half step too slow. I'm getting out of here. Since Monotoli has become a plain old man again, I have no more use for him. This helicopter will really come in handy. Looks like you're the world-class loser again. You're just a kid! How the hell did you learn to fly that thing? From what I understand, helicopters are even more complicated to operate than airplanes. Then again, what do I know about flying a helicopter? I only spent 8 years in the Marine Corps. Okay, well, we need to get to Summers, and we don't have a helicopter anymore, so how the hell are we going to do it now? Paula, you're psychic. Figure it out. Oh, she really is. Well, that was uneventful. Ooh, I was a little dizzy, but now I'm okay. To get to Summers, we need to go back to Threed. Yep, somehow I know that's where we must go. Wow, having psychic characters is definitely a good plot device. Wow, you guys did a lot while I was in the bathroom. You want to get to Threed as soon as possible? We can take you to Threed in our tour bus. I'll get the bus and wait for you just outside the building. Alright, normally I'd cut out backtracking all the way through the Monotoli building, but I want to enjoy this sweet jam as we're walking back. Womp womp. Womp womp. Okay, also, we're getting a phone call halfway through. Hello, how are you? This is Apple Kid. I think I'm a real genius. In fact, I know I'm a genius. Why? Well, I have discovered the primary enemy of you and all humanity. We have to fight and defeat this being. To do so, we need to invent a machine called the Phase Distorter. I've got to find the wandering scientist, Dr. Andonuts, and make the distorter. So I may be gone for a while. Later. Okay, we already knew who we were fighting. Are you a friend of the Runaway Five? Would an autograph be asking for too much? No, it's not asking too much. I don't mean your autograph, silly. Oh. Well, you're gonna want my autograph after I saved the world. And more Runaway 5 music. And more gloomy elevator music. The two locked eyes as they stood in the elevator. Alright, who the hell is it now? Hello, this is Orange Kid. I don't want to talk to you. Sorry I haven't called lately. I'm still working on a way to change boiled eggs into raw eggs. Why the hell would you want to do that? It's taking longer than I thought. Okay, because you're kind of trying to reverse time there, jackhole. I'm going to really work at it, though. Talk to me later. No, don't want to. And there's the Runaway 5. Let's walk away. Yeah, they're not gonna let us go anywhere. We have to get in the bus with them. There's no need to wait. I wasn't trying to wait. I was trying to get away from you. And we just get forced into the back of the van by the old men. Alright, on to Threed. All right, we made it. I'm sorry we couldn't do more for you. Remember though, we're on your side. When you're having a tough time, just think of our songs and imagine the Runaway Five singing somewhere far, far away. By the way, why did you need to come back here? You must have forgotten some very important item or gadget here. How's that for a guess? Am I close? Well, you don't have to tell me. See you later, and good luck. And everybody wave goodbye to the Runaway Five because we're never going to see them again. At least not until the very, very end of the game. Anyway, we do have a reason for being here. Remember, when Jeff first came to Threed, he crashed the Skyrunner. Well, some nice folks took it upon themselves in order to do partial repairs to it, but we have Jeff here and he might be able to do the rest of the work. So we're returning to the graveyard and going back down into the hole where we put the lotion on its skin. And there's the Skyrunner, as good as new. We painted over all the damaged parts of the Skyrunner. Now I wonder how you start this thing up. I want you to stay, but if you can't, so long. Thanks for every little old thing. Ah, here's the problem, and it's not too tough to fix. Hang on for a second or two. Ooh, that's a terrible sounding sound effect. There, that should do it. Now if we board, the Skyrunner will take us back to Winters. With Dr. Andonuts' help, I can modify the machine to fly to Summers. If Dr. Andonuts, is not available, I'll have to figure it out by myself. Anyway, let's go back to the lab in Winters. That's it. Go, machine, go. Alright, so apparently the Skyrunner has no kind of, manual controls. It's just automatically programmed to go from point A to point B. That's why we're not able to fly this thing directly to Summers, I guess. At least that's the excuse that the game is giving us, is that it's just kind of on autopilot. However, as soon as we get to Winters, we're going to actually find out the reason for why we're being forced to go back there. And everybody wave goodbye to the Dusty Dunes Desert. We're not going to be coming back here, but we are going to run into a much bigger desert with harder enemies a little later on in the game. And one last low flyby on Foreside, and let's see. Yeah, there's the museum. We're definitely going to end up there. And we just got a quick glance of that guy staring over at the wall at Magnet Hill again. Don't forget about that. That's going to be important. And here we are back at Dr. Andonuts' lab. Look, monkeys! Thanks for taking care of my husband the other day. Husband? Oh yes, we finally tied the knot. Honey, don't just stand there with your mouth open. Say hello. So, you passed by the cave north of Stonehenge. Don't you ever wonder what's inside? Can't seem to stop thinking about it. Go and see what's there. We're going to get out of here. We're still newlyweds, you know. Bye-bye. So, yeah, they're kind of hinting at our excuse for having to fly by here instead of going straight to Summers. Oh, you surprised me. You're Ness, aren't you? Jeff wets his bed sometimes. Why would you tell me that without provocation? You are a terrible man. But other than that, he's a good boy. Take care of yourself and Jeff. The Bubble Monkey says there's a cave north of Stonehenge. I've known about it for a long time. The locals call the area Rainy Circle, but I haven't been there. I wonder what's inside the cave. I understand. While you're checking out the place, I'll work on remodeling the Skyrunner. Oh, yes, my coworker Bigfoot dislikes violence. He's such a nice guy, and he loves people. He often shares his beef jerky with me. So, yeah, he sells stuff. Let's hit up the instant revitalizing device real quick, just to top off our HP and psychic points, even though I think that already happened in Monotoli's building. Anyway, so yeah, there is our excuse for having to come all the way back to Winters. If you remember, we ran into a shiny spot. Our 4th sanctuary, Rainy Circle, is actually here. So they're using it as a plot device to force us to get the 4th sanctuary, and under the guise of just wasting time while Dr. Andonuts remodels the Skyrunner in order to take us to summer. So we need to make some preparations before we take on Rainy Circle, so I'll make those preparations and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I went ahead and I gave Paula her nonstick fry pan, which gave her a significant boost in offense. I also went ahead and I used the vital capsule that I got in Monotoli's building, and I gave it to Paula since she was the one in need of the most vitality at this point in the game. And oh, we got a bunch of enemies right here, but I want to try to run past them if I can in order to get up into the cave, because I want to take on this sanctuary boss as fast as I can. I also went ahead and I dropped her deluxe frying pan since there really was nobody to sell it to. Anyway, oh, I also gave her the bag of Dragonite because I want to show off that. That'll actually be very useful for her in this battle. And this is Shrooom! I'm saying it like that because of the exclamation point, that's all. And on top of its regular attack, which doesn't really do much damage, it can scatter some spores just like any other mushroom enemy, and it can mushroomize you. It also has life up alpha, so it can heal itself, and it can also disrupt your senses, making you incapable of using PSI. A fairly simple boss. We want to go all out initially by using items like Rock and Beta. I'm going to go ahead and open up Paula's turn with the bag of Dragonite, and Jeff has one big bottle rocket, so I'm going to use that. In the event that he does mushroomize you, don't use your psychic attacks. Go ahead and just use, yeah, there you go, Jeff got mushroomized. If Ness or Paula got mushroomized, it would be advisable to go ahead and just use regular attacks until for the duration of the battle, because you don't want to use a powerful psychic attack that could damage the whole party. Now that we've used that bag of Dragonite with Paula, this thing is weak against PSI fire, so we'll just continue using that, and I'm just going to use a regular attack with Jeff. He might accidentally hit Ness or Paula, but it shouldn't do too much damage, and we quickly defeated him. Pretty decent level ups for Paula there. She was playing catch up a bit. And no need to worry about that mushroom on Jeff's head, since we're hitting up your sanctuary location. That'll go away. Ness caught a whiff of steak, but just for a second. Ness's soundstone recorded the melody of Rainy Circle. Alright, let's listen to it. No, soundstone is in Ness's inventory. Alright. Now, there's a reason I brought the pencil eraser along. Remember, there was a pencil statue that Jeff encountered on the way to Dr. Andonuts' lab, but we couldn't do anything about it. We're going to backtrack back to there and take care of that pencil eraser, so we don't have to worry about the pencil eraser ever again. It will be the very, very last one that we need to get rid of, so we can just put the pencil eraser with Escargot Express and ignore it for the rest of the game. We got some new enemies that we're encountering right here. First of all, we have the Strong Crocodile, which is a pretty basic enemy. Like most reptiles, it's weak against PSI freeze. And behind it, we have an Elder Baddie, which is just like the Mr. Baddie that we ran into in Lilliput Steps, but a little bit stronger. it'll confuse itself and attack itself, but it does have a chance of solidifying you, so you want to be careful about that. But given how strong the strong crocodile is, we want to concentrate on it and take it out first. Whenever it shows up in a group, it's good to just concentrate on this thing and get rid of it as fast as you can. And why did I use fire? I wanted to use freeze. Whatever. You could also just use standard attacks if it's all alone in battle. And like I said, the elder baddie does have the ability to solidify you. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's also really fast. Oh, I'm gonna need to heal Paula real quick. Oh, come on. Yeah, let's go ahead and give Paula some healing. Ouch! It is pretty tough. There we go. Alright, we got a new one. Oh, no! I didn't want that to happen. Okay, so please don't kill me. Okay. Ouch. So, we got a new enemy right here, the arachnid. It can poison you. It could also solidify you. If it does poison you, go ahead and just wait until the end of the battle in order to heal that poison. In other words, just like I said before, let's go all out trying to take out this strong crocodile as fast as we can before moving on. Come on. Okay. You already tried that, jackass. Alright, let's heal up Jeff and take this thing out with regular attacks. Just like any other bug-type enemy, though, it's weak against fire. Ooh, we are going to need to use some life up on Paula. Luckily, the battle ended, so we can just heal that poison and move along. And we'll go ahead and use life up Beta as well. And I believe, for the most part, those are all the enemies that we can show off in this area. No new enemy, or no new items, or no respawned item boxes or anything. And since we defeated the Sanctuary boss, that's pretty much the reason that they're all running away from me. They're actually pretty strong for this point in the game. They're not significantly weaker than me. They're just running away like any other enemy would after defeating their boss. Alright, so here is the pencil, the last pencil statue in the game. So we're going to use that. And when we come back through here later on in the game, we're not going to have to worry about going through that Brick Road dungeon. We will be back here later. Also, it's worth noting that once you bring the Skyrunner here, do not, I repeat, do not teleport to another town, because once you teleport back here to Winters, you will be on the north end of Winters near the Snowwood boarding school, and then you'll have to come all the way down through here across Lake Tess in order to get back to this location, and that would be very, very bad considering that there are some extremely powerful enemies occupying Winters at this point in the game, and they will make mincemeat out of you. Anyway, with the last pencil statue out of the way, I will meet you back at the lab. Okay, there is one new enemy that I wanted to show off here. Oh god, here comes a cave boy. Anyway, it is the Mighty Bear 7. However, I know I showed off the Cave Boy before, but believe it or not, at this point of the game, their stats have increased, so it's kind of a different Cave Boy, a tougher Cave Boy. Same enemy, just I guess they trained in the time between Jeff was here and us arriving now. Anyway, the Cave Boy is weak against fire. I'd also recommend using PSI Fire against the Mighty Bear 7 as well. Other than that, both are pretty basic enemies. Just go all out. I'd recommend using PSI Rock and Beta, and you can take out pretty much any one of them in any order that you want. I'm going to use the Hungry HP Sucker for right now, since it does multi-target. And other than that, the Mighty Bear 7 is pretty much just a much stronger version of the Mighty Bear, which I like to call the Derpy Bear because of how derpy he looks. He's a stronger version of the Mighty Bear that we ran into in Lilliput Steppes. So just try to keep your HP high and take him out with the strongest attacks that you can. Oh, I might actually want to heal up Paula on my next turn. Alright. Okay, let's hit up that instant revitalizing device before moving on. And now I'm going to call Escargot Express, return that pencil eraser, not worry about it for the rest of the game, and then I'm going to take the Skyrunner to Summers. But that's going to have to wait until next time. And until next time, thank you for watching That LP Show, and have a one that is good.